Every country has borders. Most are simple lines on a map dividing nations from one another. But some borders are anything but ordinary, from towns split in half to countries completely surrounded by another. The world is full of fascinating and unusual frontiers. In this video, we're counting down the most unusual country borders in the world. Number 10. Chile and Argentina. The Andes Mountains form one of the most dramatic natural borders on Earth, dividing Chile from Argentina. While it looks straightforward on a map, the history is anything but. In the late 1800s, the two countries struggled to agree whether the border should follow the highest peaks or the watershed line. To solve the dispute, they called on King Edward VII of Britain, whose arbitration left behind the quirky zigzag boundary we see today. Hikers crossing here encounter glaciers, jagged peaks, and breathtaking scenery, a reminder of how nature often has the final say. Number 9. United States and Russia. Think the US and Russia are worlds apart? Not quite. In the Bering Strait, two tiny islands sit only 2.5 miles apart. Little Diomede belonging to the US and Big Diomede belonging to Russia. What makes them extraordinary is the international dateline. Standing on Little Diomede, you can literally see into tomorrow, since Big Diomede is 23 hours ahead. Locals jokingly say they can wave across the water into the future. Number 8. Wagah border, India and Pakistan. Few borders are as theatrical as the Wagah crossing between India and Pakistan. Every evening, both nations' guards perform a choreographed military ceremony. With high kicks, stomps, and synchronized movements, soldiers from both sides lower their flags in perfect unison. What began in 1959 as a symbol of rivalry has become a powerful display of cooperation, drawing thousands of cheering spectators each day. Number 7. Portugal and Spain. The border between Portugal and Spain is one of the oldest in Europe, but it hides a modern twist: the world's only cross-border zipline. Thrill seekers can start in Sanlúcar, Spain, and zip across the Guadiana River to Alcutim, Portugal, in under a minute, all while jumping back in time an hour, thanks to the time zone change. It's the most exciting passport-free crossing you'll ever take. Number 6. Austria, Hungary, and Slovakia. At the tri-point where Austria, Hungary, and Slovakia meet, you'll find something unexpected: a simple, triangular bench. Built after the fall of the Iron Curtain, this bench sits at the exact spot where all three nations converge. Visitors can literally sit in three countries at once, sharing a meal, a laugh, or simply a moment of unity. What once divided is now a symbol of connection. Number 5. Antarctica. Antarctica may not have permanent residents, but it has some of the world's strangest borders. Multiple countries, including Chile, Argentina, and the UK, claim overlapping wedges of the frozen continent. Yet thanks to the Antarctic Treaty, no claim is officially recognized, and the land is preserved for science. Some areas remain unclaimed altogether, making Antarctica one giant frozen puzzle of imaginary borders. Number 4. Siachen Glacier, India and Pakistan. At over 20,000 feet high, the Siachen Glacier is the site of one of the most inhospitable border disputes on Earth. When the two nations drew their borders after independence, they left the glacier undefined. Years later, both sides rushed to stake claims, leading to decades of military standoffs. Tragically, more soldiers have died here from the cold and altitude than from combat itself. This icy frontier is a stark reminder of how human boundaries can clash with nature's extremes. Number 3. Cyprus. The island of Cyprus is divided between the Greek Cypriot south and the Turkish-controlled north. To complicate matters, Britain still holds sovereign military bases on the island, creating exclaves and unusual territorial puzzles. Despite the divisions, Cyprus is a popular Mediterranean destination where tourists can easily cross from one side to the other. It's a land where history, politics, and paradise intertwine. Number 2. United States and Canada. Stretching nearly 5,500 miles, the US-Canada border is the longest in the world. While it looks like a straight line on maps, surveyors carved a 20-foot-wide cleared path through forests, lakes, and mountains, creating a visible scar known as the Slash. Quirky situations arise, like Point Roberts, a town cut off from the US mainland and only accessible through Canada. It's proof that even simple-looking borders can hide unusual quirks. Number 1. Lesotho and South Africa. Taking the top spot is Lesotho, a country completely surrounded by South Africa, along with San Marino and Vatican City. It's one of only 3 nations in the world entirely enclosed by another. High in the mountains, Lesotho has a monarchy, culture and identity, despite its dependency on South Africa for trade and infrastructure. It's a fascinating example of a country within a country, and a reminder of how diverse and complex borders can be. And that wraps up our countdown. Which of these fascinated you the most? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe and unleash your wanderlust by watching our latest video. Have a great day!